Peace, everyone. How you doing? Welcome to the podcast. And this one is dedicated to DJ K. Slade, who told on Africa Bambaataa the story they don't want to discuss. I'm the only one with the new YouTube King Kong nuts to speak about this. But I'm not even going to speak about it. I'm going to play the audio and let this gentleman tell his story. Okay, play story.
What's good, people? Welcome back. My name is Mr. Khalil Amani, and we're back to pay tribute to the late, great DJ K. Slade on this April 1st, 2023. For today, I said today, April the 1st, 2023, is the 10th anniversary.
You see what he's saying, Layla Wheels? You see what he's saying, Short Star Terrain? That piece of garbage ass documentary that y'all put out never speaks about this April 1st, 2013. He mentioned it once, but 1 second mention out of 2, 3 out, whatever the film was, however long, don't do it no justice.
Of the alleged stabbing of Africa Bambatta. 10 years ago, this April month, allegedly, Africa Bambatta was stabbed by a young Spanish man for allegedly date raping him. But I want to pay my respects and tribute to the late, great DJ K. Slade. Rest in peace. For I am pushing the narrative and the message that the late, great DJ K. Slade is the unsung hero in this Africa Bambatta narrative. Well, you ask, why do you say that? Again, DJ K. Slade, rest his beautiful soul, is the unsung hero in this Africa Bambatta outing, in this Africa Bambatta deconstruction, in this Africa Bambatta undoing. That's right. For it was DJ K. Slade, nationally and internationally recognized DJ, Hot 97 radio personality, Sirius XM radio personality, Straight Stuntin' Magazine CEO. For it was DJ K. Slade being the first person of note, the first person in the industry to begin to dismantle the man we know as Africa Bambatta, and he did it through me, Khalil Amani. And so what I want to do, I want to start out by reading the very blog that DJ K. Slade asked me to write about the stabbing of Africa Bambatta in 2013. Here we have it. The article was called Africa Bambatta, Gay and Date Raping, Sent to Street Sweeper ENT at AOL.com. That is the late, great DJ K. Slade's email address. And it was sent on Tuesday, April the 2nd, at April the 2nd, 2013, at 8:06 p.m. The title is called Africa Bambatta, Gay and Date Raping by yours truly, Khalil Amani. And let us read it. Let us read it. Get our camera right. Africa, Bambaataa, Gay, and Date Raping by Khalil Amani, 2013. As dirty as a project hallway, as stench-filled as the New York subway system, as pissy as a dead-end alley where all manner of licentiousness goes down. Some rumors find legs and walk their way right into our lives, whether we like it or not. Such is the rumor that I've been hearing regarding one of hip hop's iconic figures over 3 years. If you lived any kind of life, you just might have a skeleton or two in your closet. I know I used to until I wrote a book and aired myself out. And no, it wasn't that I had gay relations. The good book says, "For there is nothing hid which shall not be manifested, neither was anything kept secret, but that it should come abroad." I'll probably lose what little hip hop and Twitter followers I have for this one. But it's high time someone had the courage to bring one of hip hop's iconic figures out of the closet. It's just effing time hip hop came to terms with its gayness. The grapevine, the wire, gossip, hood speak has been whispering about African Bambaataa over the years, saying that, allegedly, he is gay and likes young guys slash teenage boys. Niggas in New York say it's true, but have kept that ish under wraps. No pun intended. For the sake of rap music, hip hop is in denial and has been in denial for over 30 years. From the early days as a leader in the Black Spades gang and the Zulu Nation, it was well known that, allegedly, Africa Bambaataa liked guys. If it's a lie, then the hood is lying on him. I ain't making this stuff up to shit on the man. I'm just a lowly blogger with a scoop. Yes, niggas in New York have been mumbling under their breath about Bambaata's proclivities for shagging dudes, but because of whom he is to hip hop, has given him a pass and let sleeping dogs lie. Bambaata's influence on hip hop, pop culture, coupled with his known street fighting game, has kept the hood from airing him out. Hip hop slash rap has been hell on gays, lyrically speaking, never wanting the world to know that one of his founders is gayer than a motherfucker. The very mention of homosexuality ruffles these rap niggas' panties, but his founder is gay? As the saying goes, those who protest most are most suspect. Perhaps that's why hip hop is so homophobic. Hip hop has something to hide, and that is that the streets are whispering that its founder is one of those gay dudes. Now comes the most damning rumor. That is, Mr. Bambatta was recently stabbed. Why? From what the streets are saying, he allegedly pulled a Rick Ross slipped some kind of date rape drug in another man's drink, which caused this dude to pass out. When this dude woke up, he found Africa Bambaataa on bended knee, giving him oral copulation, performing fellatio, sucking the young man's dick. This cat put that steel blade to Bambaataa, I'm being told. More disturbing than Bambaataa being secretly gay is the rumor that he's going around date raping niggas. The fuck has happened to hip hop? Could this be the scandal that brings down hip hop's homophobic house? That its founder is gay? That hip hop has been perpetrating the fraud, talking that rough, rugged, and raw heterosexual ish while taking it up the anus? My New York sources are reliable as fuck. And a good reporter never gives up his sources and connects, so don't ask me. The streets talk and have been talking about Africa Bambaataa being gay. To some, this is old news, but for the wide world of hip hop, this is jaw dropping. I've had intel on Bambaataa.
So y'all know who his New York sources are, right? The guy that he's honoring and talking about in the show, DJ K. Slade. That was his New York source. Because DJ K. Slade was a rat. He was telling the FBI informant everything that was happening in hip hop. About Jay-Z stabbing on, about this, that, hip hop that K. Slade had information of. He was giving it to Khalil Money. He was giving it to the American government. CIA.
Allegedly being gay for 3 years now. But this latest hood news of him being knifed for sucking a dude off without his consent is more than I can keep under wraps. It took some deep, conscious thought to put this blog out. But I know sooner or later, it's all going to come out. It's time for Africa Bambaataa to step up to the plate and deliver the goods. Tell the hip hop world that you're gay, and tell the hip hop world to finally let go of its homophobia. For verily I say unto you, hip hop is on the verge of a new era. And there you have it, people. That is the article that I wrote in 2013. Right, let me turn the camera around and we'll get to talking. See my backyard? Nice and sunny out today. See, it's nice and sunny. We're about to get this thing started. Turn that around. Now you can see me. All right, let's get set up here. Got my water. I got my case lead. Hat on. I'm gonna back up because I'm rocking the shirt. Straight Stunting magazine. That's what we doing. Now, put my shades on. Let's get to it. I'm your host, and my name is Mr. Khalil Amani. And this is the 10th anniversary of the alleged stabbing of Africa Bambaataa. And you are looking at the man who set this stuff in motion. Again, we're talking 2013, not 2016. And I want to say on this 10th anniversary of the Africa Bambatta stabbing, this will arguably be the
What has happened?
with prepubescent children. That's from 10 to 13. Pedophilia is about the age range of 10 to 13. Pedophilia is not even dealing with children 8 or 9. There's a different definition for that. But we don't read, so we just throw words out there. We just throw words out there, not really knowing what the word pedophilia really means from a clinical standpoint, from a litigious point of view. In other words, if you had to go to court behind something like this, they would actually define pedophilia. It might be child abuse and not pedophilia. There's a difference between child abuse and pedophilia. We're not going to get off. I'm getting too deep right now. But I'm simply explaining to you why my 2013 article, you don't see the word child abuse or pedophilia in there, because I didn't know the age of the guy who allegedly stabbed Bambatta for being molested. I didn't know the age of him. But certainly it was a guy of the same sex. It was another male. So at the very least, we could say that Africa Bambatta was a homosexual. He might be a child molester, and he might be a pedophile. But we didn't have that information in 2013. We had the information that the person that Bambatta molested was of the same gender. That's what these people today who want to say, you're trying to make Bambatta part of the gay community. He might be part of the gay community. The guy that Bambatta allegedly date raped, he might have been of age. He might have been 17, 18, 19. And if the guy who Bambatta allegedly molested was 17, 18, 19 and above, then that would make him gay and not a pedophile. So I didn't have that information back then, so I simply said gay. But today in 2023, we have the luxury of being Monday morning armchair quarterbacks. We know a little bit more. Thanks to Troy Start to Rain, bringing forth Hassan Poppy Campbell, Ronald B. Stinger Savage, and others. We now know that Bambatta, at the very least, is a child molester, even if he's not a pedophile. But it looks like he's a pedophile in my eyes. But I'm not a doctor, and only a doctor can clinically assign the title of pedophile.
See, he's calling himself addressing me, because I was saying you're trying to make Africa Bambatta part of that LGBTQIA plus community, because that's what he was trying to do. That's what Lady Wills was trying to do. That's what Troy Start to Rain was trying to do. Make him part of the LGBTQIA plus community and get them LGBTQIA plus dollars. Because they all about money. They whole life consists of money. I'm a nigga, I ain't got no money. I ain't never had no money, so it ain't nothing to me. It's nothing new. If they would have got Bambatta in hip-hop in the LGBTQIA plus community, you would have nothing but homo hop. That's what DJ K. Slay and Khalil Money was down with. They down with homo hop. That's why I did the video with this same thumbnail the other day, that he's down with homo hop, because they wanted to make homo hop music. They didn't want to talk about busting slugs in your head. They want to talk about busting semen in your butt. But hey, we're gonna listen on. We're gonna listen on. See, he wouldn't say he was a pederast. Pederast, by definition, is a male that likes the same gender, just the younger version of the same gender. So he said, I couldn't call him no pederast. Why you couldn't call him a pederast? That's a man that likes sex and boys. So what if he was a grown man, a young man, or a boy, whatever you want to call him, he was a pederast because he sexed the young man. But he's trying to speak to me. It's some old shit. I told you I've been beefing with this motherfucker for like since 2017. Busting his ass, busting the government informant ass, saying fuck him, and the government that birthed this bitch ass.
To an individual. Having the title of pedophile is like being HIV positive. It takes a lab test, a blood test, to be read and interpreted by a pathologist and given to a doctor to make that definition and diagnosis that this person is HIV positive. The same thing happens for the word pedophile. It takes a clinician, it takes a psychiatrist.
Well, he won't talk about pederasty though, because that's the term I use. And pederasty, by definition, is a grown man having sex with a minor child. And if you 50-something and he's in his teens, 19 or under, he's still in his teens. He ain't 20, you're a pederast.
To sit down and listen to a person's story to make that clinical diagnosis that this guy on my couch is actually a pedophile. He has obsession. He has a mental obsession with children that range between 10 and 13. Clinically speaking, he's a pedophile. But I want to talk about that night. For the last time, I'm going to talk about that night. For it was April the 1st, 2013. Khalil Amani, me, I was sitting on my couch here in Middle America, about to call in the night, jump in the shower, go see my wife and handle my husband duties. That's what I was planning to do. When the phone rang on that Monday night, and I picked it up and I realized that it was my hip hop boss, the good, immortal, slap your favorite DJ, the drama king, DJ K Slade, rest in peace. He was calling me on a Monday night. If it was 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock here in Denver, it would have been midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning in New York City, for I am 2 hours behind Eastern Standard Time. And so when I saw that it was my friend and my boss, DJ K Slade, I immediately grabbed the phone, thinking that he was calling me to give me or to ask me for a new article. Because he always called me usually kind of late. What's up, Khalil? Hey, what's up, Slade? I need another article. I got a new straight stunning magazine coming out. I need an article, brother. And I say, I'm right on it. I'll send you one in the morning. I'll send you one in the hour. Because I always had lots of articles written in the chamber. I didn't have to start writing when K Slade said, I need another article. I already had a whole chamber full of articles on various subjects. All I had to do was go to my little vault and go, let's see, let me give K Slade this article about Rick Ross, or let me give this one about Gucci Man, or let me give this one about, men washing their cars, or let me give about the gay hip hop. I had a whole lot of articles. And so when he called me on April the 1st, that Monday night, I thought he wanted an article. And when I picked up the phone, the first thing I heard, when I said, "What up, Slade?" The first words I heard was, "I'm tired of this shit." I damn near dropped my phone. Whoa, whoa. In an instant, I searched my mind and brain to see what was K Slade talking about. He said, "I'm tired of this shit." And I said, "Oh my God, what have I done to offend the drama king?" Well, I know how you give it up. My brain, like a computer, was going through its database, long-term memory, short-term memory, trying to see what had I said or written or put out that made him mad, that made him call me and say, "I'm tired of this shit, Khalil." And so I said, "Yo, what's up? Say what do you mean? What's going on?" And then he said that word, Bambatta, Bambatta. Whoa. Yo, what about Bambatta? I said, "What about Bambatta?" I was just going, phew, he ain't mad at me. He ain't mad at me. I said, "What about Bambatta?" And my dear friend and my hip hop boss, DJ K Slade, began to relate to me that Bambatta had just gotten stabbed damn near in real time. That I was receiving this information about what was going on in New York damn near just after it happened.
Now, what's my narrative on that? Well, he told on the Ed Opperman show that DJ K Slade used to go get them boys for Bambatta to have sex with. Meaning the Zulu Nation being child traffickers and DJ K Slade being a part of the Zulu Nation was trafficking children to Bambatta to have sex with. So when the boy stabbed Bam, damn near in real time, he was getting the information because the boy that stabbed Bam had been trafficked to Bam. And whoever trafficked that boy to Bam knew in real time that he stabbed the shit out of Bambatta. So K Slade, allegedly being that guy that trafficked that boy to Bambatta, called his government informant writer and told him, "We got to control this shit." He ain't never using them words, but in my mind, I'm picturing the scene because I got imagination. Look, Bam just got stabbed. I'm tired of this shit. We got to control this narrative. You write the story and it'll be out tomorrow. So April the 1st, 2013 is when the shit went down. Layla Williams, Troy Star Terrain, Marcy Hamilton, and all them other hip-hop stand with survival motherfuckers was trying to hide this shit. I told all they ass that her son took a picture to murder that boy that he talking about right there. So I took the picture to murder him so he wouldn't tell his story. And that boy ain't came out here and told us shit since 2013. Because 9 out of 10, when they was tearing New York up for that championship, they ran across his stinking ass land somewhere, funky ass a motherfucker, because don't nobody care about that boy. But me, and I've been on the shit since 2017. That's how real shit is out here in these YouTube streets, as I call them, when I was going through all this shit with all these bitch ass niggas out here in these motherfucking YouTube streets because they motherfucking homosexuals, sodomites and shit.
I'm sitting in middle America, in Denver, Colorado, on my couch, in boxer drawers, getting the intelligence that the godfather of hip hop had just gotten stabbed for allegedly date raping a young Spanish man. And so K. Slade relates to me. He says, I was walking in a store, a bodega or something. And dude pulls up and says, yo, you heard about your mans? And K. Slade said, who my man? What are you talking about? Bambatta. Dude just got stabbed. Yeah, he said he date raped the dude. Put something in his drink. Dude fell asleep. Bambatta got down and started performing oral sex on the guy. The guy woke up in the middle of the oral sex, went ballistic, grabbed a knife.
See, it's a knife right here. He changed the story though, because George Star Terrain told him it was scissors. You listen to a story some other time, he gonna say the boy grabbed some scissors and stabbed Bambatta. Here it's a knife, because he's a lying ass son of a bitch. Literally, his mama was a bitch. Out here riding other nigga dicks in his daddy bed when he was off serving the military, serving the government, like his bitch ass is serving the government now. He lied to his father, said he didn't know that his mama was in there riding dick when he tell us, the world, that he walked in on the bitch riding the dick. But because his daddy used to kick his mama ass, he gonna lie to his daddy to hurt him. See, he a fucked up individual, and he fucking with an individual that's fucked up, but not as fucked up as he is. And I've been shitting on this nigga for years, and gonna stay shitting on him till he take his motherfucking ass to the graveyard to meet his goddamn mama.
Scissors, something sharp, and began to stick and poke at Bambatta.
You see, the scissors came up in this conversation because he was already buying in the Troy Star Terrain lot. This video was made to talk to me. I told him, because everybody like, Khalil fucking you up. He just got 800 views and shit over there. Man, they probably bought or whatever. I don't give a fuck. Nigga, blow your motherfucking ass all the way up. Because the higher you go, I'm going too. I don't give a fuck who in the way and who try to stop it. You can't stop me, motherfucker. If you stop me, you got to stop him. You don't stop him, you don't stop me. You don't stop her son, you don't stop me. Anybody that's tied to this shit, I'm tied to it too. You go up, I go up, motherfucker. That's how it goes. That's the game. That's the game we playing in these motherfucking YouTube streets. And if you don't want to play the game, shut your motherfucking ass up. If you don't want them playing the game, go turn this motherfucking clock off or turn his TV off like her son made popular on this bitch. Turn his fucking TV off and stop him from talking. But you didn't stop him from talking. That's why I got this motherfucking audio making me the goddamn man, because I'm the only motherfucker with it, because all them channels that this shit was on is gone. I'm the only one with the evidence to prove what the fuck I've been saying for years. How the fuck you gonna stop me? Unless you come turn my motherfucking TV off. And I doubt if you're gonna do that. But if you do, I ain't worried.
And as we know now, his man's Ahmed Henderson was in the next room on a four-way conference call from New York to California. And he heard the skirmish, he heard the scuttlebutt, he heard Bambatta hollering, he heard furniture being moved around the room. He heard rumblings and he heard noises, and he dropped his conference call. He said, "Y'all, I gotta go. I gotta go." He hung up the phone and he goes in there. He jumps into a karate stance. He gets his black belt Jones on because his roommate, Ahmed Henderson, is a black belt. He gets down in a Kibadachi stance. I don't know, maybe a crane. And begins to, get ready. But the young Spanish man is too good. He's too quick. And he has his knife or scissors. And he begins to poke at Ahmed Henderson and African Bambatta, sticking them on the hands and stomach and back and just poking them all up around the room, poking both of them up. They're all like this, trying to fight off, and the Spanish man is giving them the work, giving them that business. This is the story with some embellishments that was relayed to me by DJ K-Slade on the night of Monday, April the 1st, 2013, exactly 10 years from the making of this video. So DJ K-Slade called me.
So Gene Deal and any other you motherfuckers out there like to protect DJ K-Slade's name and shit, we're about 5% of brother. Fuck that nigga and his 5% of shit, cause that shit's bullshit. That nigga was around here trafficking motherfucking children, getting their motherfucking backs blown out and shit. Y'all down with that shit? Y'all down with the nation that's down with that shit? This, that, man, get the fuck up out of here, man. I'm not with this shit.
He wasn't just calling me to vent. I said DJ K-Slade wasn't just calling me to vent his frustrations. He called me for a mission. He said, Khalil Amani, I want you to write what I'm telling you and send it to me tomorrow. He said, I'm tired of Bambatta. He said, this has been going on for years. It's time to put him out there. That's why I think I'm going to call this video DJ K-Slade, the unsung hero. The unsung hero. DJ K-Slade recognized that something had to be done about Bambatta messing with the children. But because DJ K-Slade was a nationally and internationally recognized DJ, heavy in the rap music industry, he needed a voice. He needed a voice to voice his concerns about Bambatta, and he used me. And I was glad to be used. Because there's a saying, everybody can be used for something. But if you can't be used, then you're useless. And so I allowed DJ K-Slade to use me to out Africa Bambatta.
See there? He proud of that shit, but he shut up for 3 years and let Troy start to rain and let the wheels take the shit, and they took the driver wheel. And they wanted some of that LGBTQIA plus money too. So they changed the trap in the culture, which they lied and stole it or took it from this platform, which was Israel Doctrine Reloaded at the time. That's the one they took. Because we were talking about the shit every day. We had 3,000 fucking subscribers and had over 1 million fucking views less than a year. So people act like they don't know me, but it's 1 million motherfuckers out there that heard and seen Israel Doctrine on YouTube. And all of them that heard and seen me say YouTube streets. Bitch ass niggas won't talk, especially in the conscious community and out here in the YouTube. All these motherfuckers was around me and shit like I was a motherfucking piece of dead meat and they was motherfucking vultures and shit trying to get it. Now the bitch ass niggas scared to talk or saying what they done did. Well, I did this. I was in Google Hangouts. I was this and that. Prove it, bitch. I got proof. I can prove any motherfucking thing I say. Because I knew that I was somebody when I first got on this motherfucker. And when I was doing the shit that I was doing. And I was documenting. So when I drop my documentary, whenever I want to do whatever the fuck I want to do, however the fuck I want to do it, y'all can't stop me. Because I ain't gonna nobody say so. Ain't no motherfucking master teacher over me. Ain't no motherfucking elder over me. Unless his name Jesus Christ. Ain't nobody else over me. They can't tell me shit. My mother and father in the motherfucking ground down the street. They ain't getting up out that motherfucker telling me nothing either. So can't nobody tell me shit. It's me, myself, and I. And I'm only gonna be humble if I choose to be humble. Y'all motherfuckers didn't fuck with the wrong one and I don't feel like being humble no more. So bitch ass Gene and all the rest of you motherfuckers out there, like I said, to try to hold on to K-Slate motherfucking legacy and shit. Fuck K-Slate and fuck y'all too. You button, I never bring your bitch ass over here. I'm gonna put your motherfucking ass where his motherfucking ass is. What if it's Wick Sector in the motherfucking ground, nigga?
Now let's go to the backstory for a minute. That was 2013. Let's go back about 5 years to about 2008. And let me tell you the beginnings of me and DJ K-Slade's business together.
So, years before the date break, K-Slade was already having bed conversation with this sodomite. He ain't here to tell it, but the sodomite telling it.
See where we at time-wise. You see, people, let me explain to you how me and DJ K-Slade became comrades, became boss and employee, became friends. Those of you who are old enough to remember the
That's it. I ain't gonna give y'all no more. Cause like I said, I'm the only motherfucker with this. Maybe I'll play it again, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll let it loose in the documentary or whatever the fuck I'm gonna do. Once again, I'm a grown ass man and I do what the fuck I wanna do. You don't like it? Fuck you. That's the way I'm walking. I'm standing tall on what the fuck I am and what the fuck I believe. You don't like it? Stop me if you can. Stop me. That's what I got to say. Let me see what else I got. Hip hop on the sensor. Let's see.
Let's go look at the official. We've heard from Mickey Benson and we've heard from Ahmed Henderson in part 2, where they say Bambatta went to the hospital for chest pains. That's the line they're running. That's what they're saying, and they're sticking to it. Bambatta, he could have easily also, if he didn't want to show his fat gut, if he didn't want to show his man boobs and his fat gut to us, he could have easily put the report online of why he was in the hospital from the doctor. He could have said, damn the HIPAA law, I got to clear my name. So I'm going to put my doctor's report online of why I was in the hospital. I'm going to show him that I thought I was having a myocardial infarction, AKA a heart attack. I'm going to show my blood results and treadmill tests they ran and Because if he thought he was having chest pains, they would have done a cardio workup. They would have done a treadmill workup. They would have done a CK, it's called a CK, cardio kinase test. They would have definitely done his troponin level. Troponin is a blood test they do that can tell whether a person actually is having a heart attack or had a heart attack. They would have done a CBC to check his, complete blood count, to check, make sure his red and white cells are good. They would have did a basic metabolic panel of BMP, check his sodium, potassium, his glucose, his creatinine, his calcium. Yeah, they would have done, the troponin, CK enzyme, CK isoenzymes. They would have done these kind of tests. And then I could simply put these results online, and he could have even gotten a letter from his doctor saying that he was in the hospital for chest pains, and he could have shown that kind of stuff. I mean, if it was me, and I knew that I was in the hospital for chest pains, and somebody was accusing me of a crime like date rape, like slipping somebody a drug, I would have been all over it. I wouldn't have let my handlers handle it. I wouldn't have let Mickey Benson and Ahmed Henderson put out bullshit statements. If I was innocent, I would have shown my blood work. Oh, let's not forget, they would have done an echocardiogram, aka an EKG, aka an ECG. That's where they put the leads on your chest and on your arms and your legs, and they monitor the rhythm of your heart. They check your QRS complex. They check your P waves and your QRS complex and your T wave. Oh,
I just got one video, because ever since he been chasing up behind my ass, I go get all the videos that I want off the channel before somebody destroy the channel. They done destroyed 6 of his shit. So I got 6, however many years of information from that motherfucker. I got his first channel before he took it down because he said he was on here giving Michael Edwards, the RBG Hebrew, a blowjob and shit, because he's a sick bastard. But I'm up out of here, y'all. Hopefully history does right and tell the motherfucking story the way it needs to be told. In 2013, DJ K. Slate with his government informant friend Khalil Amani told on Bambatta. Fuck Layla Wills and fuck Troy Star Terrain. With Bambatta did. And I'm out. Peace. Leave a comment. Love or hate, it don't matter. Y'all won't even leave no hateful ass comments. I got you motherfuckers so scared. I'm out though.